Welcome back, everybody. This is the Now Morning Show right here on TTT. Remember, you can also catch us on Talk City 91.1 FM and TTT Live online on Facebook. Remember, you could also catch us on ttt.live on the World Wide Web. Now, we're going to speak about speak to school guidance officers, and we're going to speak about the recently observed Guidance Awareness Month.
Yes.
All right, and I'm here this morning with Beryl Riley, who is the Guidance Officer to Student Support Services Division, Ministry of Education. I'm also here with Andy Matamora, Guidance Officer, Student Support Services Division of the Ministry of Education as well. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
All right, so tell me what the Guidance Awareness Month is all about.
Well, it was recently concluded last month. The idea behind guidance awareness in general is to sensitize the public of our presence in the school. We have been in the school system for 50 years this year, but strangely enough, a number of persons are not aware that we are there and the work that we do. So this is an opportunity to sensitize the wider community as to what we do.
So you said that you have been in the school system for 50 years. Are there guidance counselors in the public schools?
Absolutely, we have guidance. We operate in all of the schools, in the primary schools and the secondary school across the island. We don't yet have one officer per school.
Okay. But maybe an officer in the different
that's in charge
areas
of a school.
Right.
All right. So we have officers at a ratio of 2 to 3 schools per officer. That's kind of how we operate between the secondary and the primary schools.
All right. I'd like to get some statistics here, Beryl, as pertains to the interaction with guidance counselors who are available. How many students, or what's the population of students that actually access these services?
All right. Good morning to everyone. And what I want to start by saying is that we started the Vocational Guidance Unit in 1969, where they would have gotten a number of teachers from the secondary schools who were qualified for the position. And we started in 1969. However, in 1980, we became the Guidance Unit of Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
This is where the guidance officers were placed in secondary schools throughout the country. Basically, what happened then is that they responded to some of the cases and incidents that would have taken place in the school. In 2004, we became Student Support Services Division, where we included special education and social work. But in terms of guidance and counseling, we service the schools. We have 444 primary schools and 125 secondary schools in our country.
Right.
And the guidance officers, they are placed in the secondary schools. Basically, we have one guidance officer per secondary school. And in the primary schools, we have one guidance officer for 3 primary schools because of the numbers.
Right.
However, we are in the schools and we promote our guidance curriculum, which entails information such as personal social development, academic development, and career development. So these 3 areas, we go into the classrooms and we do both preventative and responsive work in the school. So we go in the classrooms and we deliver the curriculum and we work with the students to ensure that they develop holistically.
Right.
When there are incidents, we respond to them. If there is a crisis, something would have happened in the school, we respond to them. So this is how we function in the schools. And we are there. We want to let the public know that we are available.
Right.
We do a lot of parenting sessions. We work with other stakeholders in various ministries, such as Ministry of Health. We have Ministry of National Security. We partner with them in order to ensure that the students are addressed.
All right. Andy, I'd like you to weigh in a little bit here. Walk me through one day of doing, tackling one of the topics you spoke about, one day of, approaching one of the schools for one of your focus topics.
Okay. Generally, in our school system, our counseling approach is both preventative and reactive,
Right.
so that we have group guidance sessions. Our officers deliver between 3 to 5 group guidance sessions per day. So that is, we go to the classroom and we have a curriculum, as Mr. Riley said, and we deliver that curriculum. And the intent behind that is to be proactive. So we treat with anger management, we teach with, I mean, you name the topic. What we try to do is give the children tools to live and to thrive.
Right.
Socrates said that education is not just filling a vessel, but is igniting a flame. The idea is to ignite a flame. So we give, as I would like to call it, the soft skills, whereas the teacher in the class will give the hard skills, right? So we give the soft skills. Apart from the group guidance, we also do one-on-one counseling, personal counseling. Generally, teachers observe behavior of children and do a referral to us. Okay. And we see the children on a one-to-one basis after we have consulted with the parent.
All right.
Now, we want to create a situation where parents are aware that they can also refer their children to the guidance officer.
Right.
Our children can self-refer, so a child will come see us. We would have had a relationship with the school system before where the bad children will be sent to the officer.
Right.
It is no longer
that way.
Right.
Now, could it be said that maybe in some cases that should be necessary, because we've seen the unfortunate case of the 14-year-old who was involved in crime, and as a result, the aftermath of it was that he was shot and killed. Would something like that, the bad children being sent to the officer probably be something that is maybe necessary on some occasions?
That happens all the time. But the distinction I want to make is that we are no longer seen or to be seen as the bad room,
right,
and the scary guy with the shock treatment kind of
exactly.
approach in a room. So it's not just a situation where children who are not functioning optimally come to us, but children who just want to do better. Sometimes you have a death at the home, so we offer bereavement counseling. Sometimes it's simply a matter of having somebody to talk to, or parents talk at us, teachers talk to us.
Right.
We try to create in the school an opportunity to hear the children. So that's the nature of a one-on-one. Certainly we have referral. Usually it's for a bad behavior or some malfunction in some way.
Right.
That's kind of why they come. But we want to create an environment where children could feel comfortable to come simply because you're depressed. For instance, we just had SEA, and we are now having children who are so challenged by the SEA and the pressures of it that they're going into depression, and some are even attempting to harm themselves.
Right.
So we want to let parents know that we are there and we can help.
And to really open up the channels of communication
Absolutely.
and awareness as well. Because as you said, to start with, is that not everyone is aware that these services are available through the school system.
Yeah, I want to add something to what Mr. Martin Morris said in terms of the post-SEA programs that we are doing right now. What happens a lot is that we invite parents to come in also, because we want to let the parents know that we are preparing your child for the next level of education. And therefore, we are asking the parent to partner with us.
Right.
Come in, listen to us, hear what we have to say, so that together, as their child move from one level to the next, to know that we are there with them. We are working with them to support them with any challenges, because, of course, when you get into that secondary school, you have a lot of things with puberty, different changes in your body.
Right,
so we address all of these topics. So we look at their sexuality. During the carnival season, we look at carnival safety. We do a lot of career development, and out of the career development, we have the career fairs, so that the student will understand exactly where they would like to go after school, what career path they would like to take. And it is an excellent and an enjoyable challenge. We really challenge these students, and it is really heartening to see that they would have taken up the challenge and run with it. Yes, we have some of the negative things coming out, but we do not just want to
we
promote
don't
the
want to
negative.
focus and promote negative.
Because there
yes.
are so many success stories
Exactly.
that come out of the schools. But as Mr. Matamora said previously, too often we promote the negative things that
That's
happen.
right. And we need to promote the positive. I
That's
would
right.
like to thank you very much, Barry Riley, Guidance Officer 2, Student Support Services Division, Ministry of Education. I want to thank you as well, Mr. Andy Matamora, Guidance Officer, Student Support Services Division, Ministry of Education, for what you've shared this morning. And I do hope that, we've raised some awareness, at least,
Yes.
as pertains to the guidance awareness